What is up, guys? Welcome back to Knife Point 99. Today we're going to be going over the Spyderco ButtonUp. Brand new by Spyderco, just came out, I believe, 3 days ago. It's officially their first button lock. It's not a button liner lock, it's just a regular button lock, if you guys can see. So, Spyderco's first. I do have a schmo that we can look at with it, but the smock has a button liner lock, so basically, or a button compression lock. So basically, in the back of this is a compression lock. The button is used to actuate it. This is a lot smoother than this is, but then again, the price is a lot different. I believe this was $75, or I want to say 80 after tax and shipping and everything, so it's kind of a lot for a made in China Spyderco. This comes in HCR 13 V with these peel ply carbon fiber textured handles, a G10. These have, if you can listen, have a little bit of texture to them, unlike some of the other Spydercos that have come out that are just kind of peel ply and very smooth. So it actually gives a lot of grip. For size comparison, this is, I want to say about a pair of 3 size. Let's see. Go into here, grab a few knives to do some comparisons with. So let's say we have this one right quick. I'll wipe it down a little bit. This is my pair of 3 lightweight and M4. For size comparison, it is larger by a little bit there. Top and bottom here. Yeah. For reference, actually, this does weigh less than a pair of 3 lightweight. So this weighs 2.1 ounces, and I believe this one is 2.4 ounces. So there's a difference about, I want to say 8 grams. This has no liners. That's the biggest thing about this. So this has absolutely no liners. It actually has something called micro liners, is what Spyderco is calling it. Right behind this button lock is just a little piece of metal, just one of the liners here, and then on this side there are no liners, just these standoffs. One large one for this lanyard hole. It's smooth. It's out the box, drop shut. When you flick it real hard, it does have a little bit of stick on the button, but if you hold the button, flick open, no stick. I enjoy it. Just having this in my hands, it does feel great. It is one of the cheaper knives. I'm not a fan of like the Spyderco Tenacious, as a lot of people may know. I'm not a big fan of it at all. So something like this for I think it's $20 difference, I would take over the Spyderco Tenacious. If you're looking for something in Spyderco's budget line, this is starting to get to a point where it's like, okay, for, what's this, $80, jump to like $120, you can get into a pair of 3 lightweight and BDN1, or a Manix 2 lightweight and BDN1. Those are better blades. Those are better knives. Even the Polestar here, this is in BDN1. This is one of their budget knives. Very drop shot. This is a very comparable knife, but then again, this is being made in China, HCR 13 V. This one is made also in China, but it's got that CTS BDN1. Better steel. Definitely better steel. It definitely holds its edge. I used my Manix 2 lightweight for a really long time with that BDN1 without sharpening, and I enjoyed it. HCR definitely gets dull over time. It's something that is unavoidable. If you're going to use your knife, you're going to have to strop it, you're going to have to sharpen it. If you're not comfortable doing so, maybe this knife isn't really for you. But then again, if you want to get a sharpener and just throw it on there and start messing around, it wouldn't be too bad. I'm just going to give you guys a close-up of this. Standard pocket clip. It's got no jimping. I'm a big fan of jimping, if you guys know. No jimping here. No jimping here. So it's smooth, but the grip on it is extremely nice. It doesn't fall out of your hands. I have small to medium hands, and this is a full-size handle. So this actually might be more comparable, if I'm thinking about it, to a Para 2. Maybe handle-wise. Let's see. That's shorter for sure. That's not too far off at all, if you guys can see. That's not too far off. Is this your budget PM2? I wouldn't say so, because you have the PM2 Lightweight coming out now. But that is at $150. This is going to be at $80, so it's going to be a large difference. I haven't seen any videos of this on YouTube, so when I saw this come out, I had already wanted this, and I figured no better shot to put out a review than as soon as it came through. I haven't tested it a lot, obviously. I just got it in. This is more of an impressions video. I was just really surprised by this button. It does have the fidget factor. I think that's what it said on Spyderco, that it has a really good fidget factor. It's coming after a lot of those Chinese-made button locks. Civivi, I mean, everyone's got one at this point. Civivi comes to mind because I have a few Civivi button locks. Elementum, the Conspirator, I believe, is another one. That one was like $80. I don't remember the steel on that though. It's comparable most likely to HCR. As you see, this does have a collector's number on it. So, guy sold it to me, collector. Probably just getting rid of some of his pieces he didn't want. I would want this 100% in a better steel. If this is coming out in S30V, if this is coming out in any other steel, maybe how they did the Tenacious when they did that line where they released, I think M4, they released the titanium like scales and stuff like that, I'd be all over this. Because this is linerless, I would assume this is very easy to make scales for. If any aftermarket brands or even anybody that wanted to like just mess around with some scales might be able to do some really good work making some custom scales. These are comfortable. They are on the cheaper side. They do have that peel ply carbon fiber, as we said. But as you see, if I choke up here, still a full grip. And now if I choke up on the blade here, just a little bit extra. Probably have a lanyard there. It's slicey. Let's see. Straight out the you know, this doesn't mean much, but you know, it's not. Spyderco does a great edge. They do a really great edge. When I first got my hands on it, you know, thinking about comparing it to the Para 3 Lightweight was my first go ahead, but it's really comparable in size more to a PM2. PM2 has a small blade to handle ratio. It's got a larger handle than it does blade, or at least it feels that way, cutting edge wise. This one, you know, it suffers from the same thing that maybe the Shaman suffers from, where it's like this finger choil is taking up, you know, that edge, and then this little, you know, nub here is eating away at real estate that you can have for a longer edge. But that doesn't bother me. I enjoy the choke up on a lot of these. If I'm cutting anything, it's going to be from that choke. But yeah, guys, this is really just my first impression. The last, actually, little, let's see that size comparison for, this is a Delica. This is coming in lighter than a Delica. So, you know, if you guys are looking for a really lightweight, cheap knife, and I say cheap, I don't want to say cheap, I want to take that back, I want to take that to more of saying budget. $80 is a good range. There's a lot of competition that's at the $60 to $80 range. Could you get a better knife than this one? I would say, yeah, you could. Blade steel wise, maybe handle material, probably get some micarta. You can get a lot of different stuff. But take it for what it is. As a Spyderco, I enjoy it. I think, as a collector of Spyderco and a fanboy of them, I was going to pick it up regardless. I don't pick up everything that comes out. I'm not really on every single knife that comes out for Spyderco, but this one, even just seeing in the magazine, it was nice. It was really nice. So getting my hands on it doesn't disappoint. If you guys are gonna say, listen, I want to try this in my collection, I would try it. I would definitely pick one up. If you guys could pick one up for maybe a deal, for sure, definitely pick it up. If you pick it up for cheaper than $70, 100%. If this was a $50 knife, I would give it the green light any day. I'd buy 2 or 3 just to have them. I do enjoy this. It's a different knife. It's their first button lock, and they didn't disappoint. You guys could listen to it. It does have good acoustics. But yeah, guys, this has been the Spyderco ButtonUp. If you guys have any questions, you guys want to know more about this, just ask me in the comments. This was a pretty good pickup. I'm looking forward to whatever else Spyderco's coming out with. I did look over their 50th anniversary releases and stuff. Nothing really jumped out at me. This one, the PM2 Lightweight, obviously, and the 15V. Those are some knives that I'm definitely going to get in. And I think one more, I just can't think about it right now. I did recently get my hands on a few other Spydercos that I'll be doing some reviews on. But yeah, I wanted to get this out to you guys. Like I said, any questions, just reach out to me. And thanks for watching, guys.